Question 8, compound interest question, tells you compound interest. Ian invested an amount of money, we don't know what that is, so let's just call that X for now, at 3% per annum compound interest. At the end of 2 years, the value of the investment was 2652.25. Okay, so that's after 2 years. So however much money he put in, it's 3% interest, so that's an increase of 3%, so we times it by 1.03. It's over 2 years, so we do it twice, so you could write times by 1.03 again, but we usually just use the number of years as our power. So over 2 years, that ends up giving us 2652.25. Work out the amount of money Ian invested, so how much was in there in the first place, so that if we times it by this multiplier, this many years, he ends up with this amount of money. Well, if we divide both sides, so it's one of those where they expect you to work backwards, let's just correct that, 2652.25. We divide both sides by 1.03 squared. Let's use our calculator. So, we've got 2652.25 divided by, tell you what, if I go to mode and then comp, put it in the normal mode, it should allow me to do this using the fraction button. So fraction 2652.25 over 1.03 squared equals, and you've got your answer. Okay, second bit. Noah has an amount of money, let's call it X, to invest for 5 years. So he can either put it in at 4% per annum compound interest, so that would be however much he put in, it'd be timesing it by, it's 4% over 5 years, or he can put his money in and he can get 21% at the end of the 5 years. So to increase something by 21%, we times it by 1.21. So which account is best? So again, we should end up actually answering the question, which account is best? Our answer should either be saver account or investment account. But let's just see, 1.04 to the power of 5 comes out as 1 point, so you could also write this as X times by 1.21, let's round it a little bit, 67. So, based on this, you would actually get slightly more if you use the top one, because 1.04 to the 5 is the same as timesing it by that, which is slightly more than 21%. So it's slightly better than just adding 21% to your original amount. So which account is best? Well, it's this one, the saver account, because 1.2167 is a bigger multiplier than 1.21. There's probably a few ways you can word that, but just saver account and then a little bit of justification to back it up.